Happy Monday and welcome back. I'm just laughing at Laura because when this music's on, she always does a little dance. Her little head goes from side to side.
I do like it. I do like this music.
I love this music. Anyway, welcome back. It's the Laura and Becky podcast. I forgot what I'm saying now. Yeah, what are we? Who are we? We're sponsored by Dunstan Hall Garden Centre and Bistro and Ringwood Hall Hotel and Spa.
If you're new here, then welcome. Welcome. Join us. We're not a cult. We could be if we wanted to be, but we're not. Don't worry. And if you've come back for more, then well done. Hello.
I liked something you said actually on, I think it was on Friday maybe. When I listen back to the podcast, because yes, we do listen back to our podcast
everyone
sometimes.
Does.
Yeah, do they?
Everyone listens to their own podcast. Everyone watches their own Insta stories. Yeah.
Yes, I watch my own Insta stories.
Of course.
And you said, welcome to the family. And I liked that. I thought, yeah, we are a little family.
Yeah, we're not a cult. We're a family.
We're a bit cultish.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
I didn't see you this weekend.
No, it was a bit weird that, wasn't it? We did plan to meet up on Saturday, but our diaries didn't match up, guys.
Couldn't get the. Do you know what I mean? Couldn't get the timing, could we?
Couldn't schedule it in.
Yeah. So busy. Yeah.
So we didn't. No, actually, we weren't so busy. Laura just couldn't be asked to come over to my. Yeah. Weather's a bit rubbish. I'm going to stay in now.
I was so tired. When we went out yesterday, I made my husband listen to our podcast.
Does he not listen normally?
Never.
Does he not?
No, never. And I put the one on that started with me talking about my smear test and liking fiddling, being fiddled with.
Good one to get him.
And
get him
at one
into the
point,
podcast.
I go, "Oh, who fiddled with me the other day?" Oh, and he's like, "Who did fiddle with you the other day?" And I was like, "Well, you know."
Is he a bit worried?
Nah, he's not worried.
She gets fiddled with James. Well, he won't be
he
listening
won't listen
today. Will he?
We could slag him off.
Yeah.
I didn't care. We were pretending to be radio presenters, actually.
As you do.
Sounds really sad. Because have you seen, it is celebration boxes, isn't it? It's celebrations have bounties in.
Yeah.
Well, they don't anymore.
I think they do, because I bought one last week, had bounties in there.
I think maybe they've stopped from now on. Maybe you should have kept that.
Yeah.
Like you could have sold that in 50 years' time on eBay.
Mate, I sniffed them all up really quick. I snaffled them. There's none left.
But we were saying, we do this a lot actually. When something like that comes out, we always go, it's like a radio presenter's dream. Because when you do a breakfast show, the first thing in the morning you do is basically go on Metro to see what the hell is going on. And that would have been top on our list of things that we could have talked about on the show, wouldn't it?
It's so true. That sort of thing is a talking point, isn't it, on the radio?
Yeah, like, morning guys. Oh, can you believe it? They're taking bounties out of the celebration top. Oh, what do you think? What's your favourite Texas? I mean, we would have been all over that.
Oh God, that would have been our big thing.
Can you believe it? Well, I would have. This is how it would have gone. Let's role play, right? So we would have gone. Oh, it's Katy Perry and Raw on blah blah shit radio, and then I'd have gone. Oh my days, Becky.
What, Law?
Have you seen what they've done?
No, I haven't.
They've only taken bounties out of the celebration tubs.
You're joking.
I'm not.
Oh,
no.
my days.
Do you like the bounties? What's your favourite one?
Bounties are actually my favourite, Law.
Oh, are
what
they?
Your favourite?
Oh no. Well, we'd have been good together because I don't like bounties. So you could have eaten my bounties and I'd have eaten the Mars. Oh no, I don't like the Snickers either. Snickers and bounties are always the last ones in the top. Hey, let's open this out. What's your favourite celebration chocolate? Do you like bounties? Let us know. 811-9.
It's the laugh for me.
This is great content, guys.
I mean, radio presenters would be jizzing all over this, wouldn't they? Literally sat in their studios going, whoa, 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 whoa. Bounties! They've stopped it! Bounties! Wouldn't they?
Also, as well, imagine the amount of made up texts that we would have done. Because that's what, by the way, just a little FYI, most text messages you hear in at radio shows are bullshit.
I feel like you've just said a really big thing there. Like I feel like most people won't know that happens. We take it for granted because we know. But telling you now, guys, all right, Radio 1 will do it. Radio 2 will do it. Kiss will do it. Capital will do it. Heart will do it.
Yeah, whenever James and I listen and they're like, you know, Tina's texting. She's with the girls again on a hen night. Me and James are always like, oh, that's made up.
Of course she is.
We know it because we used to do it. So we would come off a link and be like, oh, here's, I don't know, fucking Ed Sheeran. And then I'd be like, right, you make up some, I'll make up some. Yeah. Right, I've got Tina from Shirebrook. Yeah, and we'd always have the same names.
That's the thing though. Laura would always have her name she'd use and place names she'd use because you always go to like your go-to ones. I'd always have mine, so we have to switch it up sometimes. But, oh God, I can't think of another name. I always use Tina. What am I going to use today? Sarah. Sarah from Handsworth. And like the panic that goes into it because you can't think.
And then when you read them out, you convince yourself that you're talking to. It's so messed up. When you're in a room, just the two of
on
you,
your own,
talking to other people, yet then making up text messages.
You get into a web of lies and you start to believe you're in it. You think that Tina from Handsworth is real. Is listening.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, oh, that was Ed Sheeran and another shit song from him. Becky, have you got a text message? Go on, do it. Make one up. Do it how you used to do it.
Hi to Hayley, who's just on her way back from the gym in Derby City Centre. She's had a real good workout for a Monday morning.
Tina, hi, Hayley.
Oh, no, Hayley,
Tina.
sorry. I forgot Tina. That's my name. That's my go-to. I've always got Tina on the brain. But Hayley, you're a better girl than us this morning. That's what we used to say. Wasn't it?
Literally start talking to her as if she's real. Oh, yeah, well done, Hayley. Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah, and Hayley as well. Let us know.
Let us know what gym you're in.
Yeah, let us know if there are any hotties in the gym this morning, Hayley.
Yeah, Hayley, you don't exist, but we're talking to you on the radio to other people.
Radio presenters are not
fake.
normal people. We need to do another podcast on this, don't we?
My God.
Do you remember then as well, though? We had a work experience person in with us and we made her write down names and places and we put it in the centre of the desk so that if we didn't know what to say, we just look at this and pick a name and pick a place.
But also, do you remember when she gave us the list and we looked at it and we were like, that's not a very good list. Why? And like Harlequin, like one of the names was like Tarquin, and
I mean the work experience person was quite young, obviously, and the names were just a bit young.
We didn't like it, did we?
No.
We went back to Sarah and Hayley.
Tina. So, if you have listened to our previous podcast, you will have heard us talking about the Christmas Hiker, okay? Now, we've gone on about this a lot, and actually, we had a lot of messages, didn't we, from people who listened to this podcast about the Christmas Hiker.
Yeah, so we thought we just have to get the Christmas Hiker on our podcast, and we have. Hi, Damon.
Hey guys, thank you for inviting me on. And also, I love the name, The Christmas Hiker. That's quite cool.
Yeah, has anyone else called you The Christmas Hiker, or can we copyright that?
I think you guys come up with it, and it's probably only myself that's called me that. I'm like, Christmas Hiker.
Yeah.
I was debating changing my Instagram to it, and I thought, no, it's too cliche. But I do like that. It's really, really cool name.
Listen, do you know what you could do, Damon? Just had a thought. Like after, obviously, it's going to be such a success this year. You could write a book and call it The Christmas Hiker. Then we'll give that to you.
How my life turned around after the Becky and Laura show.
Yeah, as long as you put us, on the front page, all the I'd like to thank, my mum and blah blah blah. I'd like to thank Laura and Becky for the name, The Christmas Hiker.
I think maybe before his mum.
Before his mum, right?
Before his mum, stick us on there. I'm thinking calendars as well. I'd buy a calendar with Damon on. Would you?
Oh my God, you could do a calendar, Damon. Up different peaks. It'd be great.
Yeah, that's a good shout. The 12 hikes of the year. Yeah, I like that. That's quite cool.
A calendar is such a good idea. Damon, would you like us to manage you?
Both my agents. You'll have to speak to Becky and Laura. I'm not sure. I might be busy.
We can pimp you out. No problem. Listen,
no problem.
Right. Let's first of all just explain, kind of, for anyone that doesn't know who you are. We discovered you on Facebook because you could put a post on about a hike on Christmas Day. Can you just explain what exactly it is?
Yeah. So I've been doing it. So this will be the third year coming up. The response this year has been absolutely insane. I think there's like 290 people in the group now. Obviously, I would guess a lot of the people that say they're going to come have probably had like an argument with the family at the early part of the year and they think they're not going to make up by Christmas. It always happens. But yeah, so it's a Christmas Day hike. It starts from 9 o'clock in the morning and finishes around about 6. And that's not one long hike. That's 6 hikes that are split up into shorter parts of the day. And the reason why I've done it like that is, say, for example, you could only come for the morning, you're more than welcome to come for 2 hours and do part of the hike. Or if you're, say, for example, your fitness level isn't great, there'll be an easy part of the day that you can like nip in and nip out of. And that way you're not having to commit to a full day. Or if you just want to get out for a little while and you've got that availability to come for as long as you like.
This is such a good idea, right? And Laura actually showed this to me and she was like, look at this. This is amazing what this guy is doing. Because the thing is, you assume that everyone's got somewhere to go on Christmas Day, don't you?
100%. Yeah. And the thing is Christmas can be the most magical time of the year if you're with family or with a loved one or or anything like that. Those, typical Christmas moments. But for some people, they're not having the kids that year. The family live abroad. They've had a really big argument. Maybe they've had a bereavement. There's so many people that dread Christmas, and it's actually one of the one of the biggest days in the year for suicide. So for me, I was like, the most important time for me to start these group hikes, because originally they were just on Christmas Day, was Christmas Day, and I thought I can't have people being that lonely and that worried about the day. So I've got to do something to kind of I can't do it globally, but I can do it maybe in my community. So that's why I've started in the peaks.
It's so true, though. I'm actually dreading Christmas this year, Damon. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm dreading it because my family are a bit of a nightmare. And also I haven't got my little one this year as well. So it's like, I'm a bit like, I've been moaning to you about it, haven't I?
Yeah, you have been, yeah.
In fact...
Oh, you need to come.
Yeah, well, do you know, I think I am going back home to be with my family, but I'm just a bit like, oof about it. But Laura and I have been talking about it a lot, right? And I went into this thing where I was like, I'm dreading Christmas this year, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought, no, I'm going to start to look forward to it and turn it on its head. So now Laura and I have got this thing where we go, hey, it's going to be Christmas! And we have to say it like that. Like, oh, Christmas. We're like, Christmas! Just to try and make it a good one.
But do you know, I think it's, the Peaks is such a beautiful place. And to kind of go and have a walk on Christmas Day, it's a nice thing to do anyway. And how did you plan the route? Because your route is quite hefty, isn't it? Right, you're walking, obviously, the whole thing. How many miles is it in total?
Oh, do you know what? Everyone always asks me that, because I've been hiking since I was 5 and I'm 35 now. The distance doesn't bother me. I can hike all day, like 8-9 hours up and down mountains all day. So I don't know the distance, to be honest. People will say to me, like, how far is this one? I'm like, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 hours.
You're going to get your steps in. You're going to earn your Christmas dinner, aren't you? Blimey.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait.
Where are you going to have your Christmas dinner? If you're hiking all day, when are you going to have your turkey?
I'm going to go home and cook it, so I'll have that to look forward to in the evening. I've got a couple of friends that are coming over in the afternoon. So.
Are you going to take any stragglers from the walk back with you?
Only the hot ones. No.
Well, this is the thing. So
I knew you wanted the juicy bit.
Listen, funnily enough, now you lead us on to this. The walk, then. Most of the walkers women. You've got a lot of interest there, Damon.
I advertise it so everyone can come of any sex or age or X or Z, but predominantly it does seem to be a lot of girls coming on hikes. But I think it's because it's like my following on Instagram sways more towards women than guys.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because girls, when they look at the pictures that I'm uploading of the group hikes, see other girls, I think they view it as kind of a safe space. And there's been a couple of like creepy guys I've had to kick out of the group who've just been like bombarding girls and stuff. So I think I'm trying to create this environment where everyone is welcome, but if it's towards girls, I'm not going to complain too much.
This is brilliant, because I bet if people go into the group, they do see there's a lot of girls in it. So I guess there are some guys, I was going to say single guys, but they might not be single, come along, try and hit on the women.
Do you know what? This could be a different kind of hike. Like the Christmas Day hike is obviously, it's there for a reason and it's a brilliant thing that you're doing. Maybe on Valentine's Day, you could do a hike, but for different reasons, Damon.
Maybe, yeah. Like you have a hike for 5 minutes and you have to change your partner every couple of 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Or do you know what I'm thinking?
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking like The Bachelor. Damon's The Bachelor.
Right.
All these single
just women running after Damon round the peaks.
Yes.
Damon just trying to escape. I'd watch that if that was a programme. Definitely. So how many people have you got joining you on Christmas Day then so far? How many do you reckon?
So far, I think it's 287. I think that I've committed so far.
Stop.
I really don't think that many will come. I think, to be fair, I always underestimate. I always guess about 45, and it's usually about 90. So for me, I'm thinking 150 might come, but who knows? Because with the publicity it's getting, it could grow. So I'm not sure.
Honestly, like, isn't it mental how some things just start and then just get bigger? And this isn't the first one you've done. You've done this for 2 years, haven't you?
Well, so I think the Christmas hikes have been for the last 2 years, but I do monthly hikes as well. So from the success of last Christmas, everyone was saying to me, please, can you do New Year's Day? I think it's like 45 or 50 on Christmas last year. And they were like, please, do New Year's Day, it'll be really great. And I thought, you know what, I don't want to start doing this every month. I'm trying to do it as like a good deed on Christmas.
Yeah.
And then when I did it on New Year's Day, the vibe and how happy everyone was, and there was like 75 people. And I thought, do you know what, if I can create something once a month where people that are maybe lonely after isolation, maybe want to make some new friends, can come and feel safe and they've got something to look forward to. Because the amount of people that message me, and it gets me a bit teary sometimes when I read the messages, because I can't not do these hikes now because people message me saying, do you know what, I've had such a horrible month and I literally look forward to your hike as a way of being with the group and with the gang again. And it's like, I have to do this. It's only 12 times a year. It's not going to inconvenience me too much, but I just can't not do them now. So now they're every single month.
I feel a film coming on. I think honestly, do you remember that there was a film made about a guy? Was it a homeless guy with a cat? There was some film about? So he did some good anyway. Honestly, I think this is going to turn into a movie, Damon. I think you could star in your own movie, though, Damon.
A Netflix original, The Hiker.
If it was turned into a movie, Damon, who would you want to play you?
Right. So I get 2 celebrity lookalikes depending on. I'll explain a story to you. So when I used to manage this cocktail bar, and for about 9 weeks on the trot, girls would come in and they're like, you look like a celebrity. And the first few times I was shocked, but then I kind of got used to it after 9 weeks. And I was like, who? And like, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine. I was like, cool, I'll take that, no problem.
Yes,
anyway,
yeah.
After managing this cocktail bar for 9 weeks on the trot and having takeaway after shift, this girl came in and she goes, you look like a celebrity. So I tapped like all the cocktail bartenders behind me, like, watch this. I'm like, who's that? And then she goes, Alan from The Hangover. I was like, oh, no. And everyone was like, Alan. I was like, shut up. So what I realised was, if I was in shape, I got Wolverine, and the more weight I put on, I'd get towards Alan. So Alan was like I need to lose weight now.
I love it. I love Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I reckon.
Don't you get Ant Middleton as well?
I do get Ant Middleton every now and then, but it's a bit, we've got a beard and we're both burly blokes. So.
Listen, The Christmas Hiker is a film. It's a Christmas. It's a bloody Christmas film, Damon. Honestly, this is going to be a Christmas. I honestly think it will be.
If it's going to be a Christmas film, all we need is for you to meet a lady whilst you're hiking. Obviously, if it's Christmas, it needs to have a bit of romance in it.
Yeah, that's what they can just. I mean, they can put that in a film. They can embellish, but you never know. On Christmas Day, Damon might meet his future.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, definitely.
Also, as well,
the last lonely Christmas for Damon.
Can I just ask? I mean, you've just said you ran a cocktail bar. Does that mean you can make a mean porn star martini, Damon?
To be fair, a lot of my cocktails back in the day were all molecular based, which using like dry ices and agar, making like Cointreau caviar balls. So my cocktail experience is huge.
Well, I mean, tick,
dream man or what? Yeah. Why are you single, Damon? I mean, this makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Very, very picky.
I love it. Right, okay. Well, Hugh Jackman, The Christmas Hiker, that's going to be a film.
Yeah.
You can't skip Alan from The Hangover, though. No, that's one of that age. You've got to prepare people.
Are we allowed to talk about TV stuff? We haven't actually asked you this.
Yeah. Well, they've not said I'm not allowed to, so I assume so.
So what's going on then? Are you going to be on TV on Christmas Day?
Yes. So originally, BBC News picked up the post, and they've said would really love to do like a bit of a feature for you coming up on the roll up to Christmas to help you build up. So I'm like, oh, amazing! I'm like proper touched by it. And then I got an email from a business account from BBC Breakfast saying we want to come and film you on the drum up to it, and then come on the show on Christmas. Come on the show, be live on the day on Christmas Day. And I'm like, this is absolutely insane. Which I'm absolutely flattered by. I made up the breakfast thing once in the morning. I wish it was before in some way because it helps raise awareness. But as I will be doing, will still kind of help towards next year. So
amazing. Yeah, that is going to be so cool.
Yeah, we're so pleased for you. This is, I mean, it's all going in the right direction for you, isn't it? And, rightly so, because it's an amazing thing that you're doing.
Yeah, it's a good deed that's just, we've just bloody well done you, Damon.
You're a good egg.
Can we come to the red carpet premiere of The Christmas Hiker, please? Can we?
You've my 2 dates. I'll have you on either arm. If it wasn't for these two, I wouldn't be here. So,
okay, right. We've actually got that on record now. So
I've written it down.
It's written down. Yeah. Listen, thank you so much for talking to us. I feel like we're going to talk to you again. We'd like to keep in touch if we can and just follow your journey. Can we do that? I mean, we don't want to say stalk you, but that's what we're basically going to do, Damon.
Well, you guys are both very interesting, so it's a mutual stalk. I check on you guys as well, so no problem.
Oh, do you stalk us as well, Damon? Is that what you're saying here?
Yeah, I think we need a coffee. That's what we need. We need to meet up and have a nice coffee. Or a cocktail, yes.
Or a cocktail, why not? Listen, you roped me into your Christmas gig making cocktails. I can see it already.
Well, there we go.
You said it.
You've said it again.
Damon, so nice to speak to you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me on the show, guys. Have a lovely one.
Thanks, Damon. Speak to you soon. Bye. See ya. Bye. So Dunstan Hall, Garden Centre and Bistro. And Garden Centre and Bistro.
And the hall and the estate. There's so many things there, isn't there?
I'm so excited for this because today we're going to start our giveaway. And this is with Dunstan Hall Garden Centre. Can I say it again?
Yeah, say where it is again.
It's Dunstan Hall Garden Centre.
Yeah.
Nothing makes me more happy than going to a garden centre at Christmas time.
They're the places to go because they always have the best decorations.
It's the place to be.
Yeah, you always have lovely Christmas trees. Obviously, the food and the drink, it just feels very festive there, doesn't it? And we have got a very, very nice festive giveaway today.
Oh, haven't we just? You just mentioned Christmas trees. Mm-hmm. We've got a Christmas tree to give away. Not just any old Christmas tree, though. We've got a real Christmas tree.
Oh, I mean, I'm just reading from the notes here, guys. It's a 5 to 6 foot cut Nordman pine real Christmas tree.
Yeah, and it's one that doesn't drop its needles. Now more annoying
is
than
it?
yeah.
I've never had one
low
of those before.
needle drop, it says. So, okay, real Christmas trees. Let's talk about them. First of all, the smell of them.
Oh, God, it's just
stop it.
When you walk into somebody's house and you smell that real Christmas tree smell, that pine smell, nothing like it.
They look incredible. They smell incredible. And you could be in with a chance of winning one.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, we've been really unorganised. We haven't actually done this yet, but we are going to put a post on both of our Instagrams later on today. All you need to do is tag, share and follow both Laura and I, and then you could be in with a chance of winning this beautiful Christmas tree.
Yeah, you've got 3. We're going to run this for 3 weeks, and then you can go and collect the Christmas tree whenever you want it, basically. So it's at Laura Summers Lifestyle. It's at Becky Hayes UK. We'll tag this. It's on Spotify, so if you're listening on Spotify, go and have a look at the description. But yeah, find us on Instagram, find that post, and yeah, good luck. Right, I'm not just.
Oh,
saying
you're right
this.
there, love.
I think it's going to be a film. I
think you're
actually
right.
think The Christmas Hiker could be the next big Christmas film. I think
with you.
Jude Law. I like Jude Law in a Christmas film.
Do you know what? He'd be great, but you need someone a little bit beefier.
Let's
bit
just think
broader.
the storylines. Not only would it be about Damon and how wonderful he is, but also like they could have like little stories of like who's joining him and why, and the journey of how they got to go on the Christmas. Mate, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
who do we call? Hollywood? Should we call Hollywood?
Let's call Hollywood.
No,
Well, I think the
a book.
fact that the BBC have like picked it up already, that shows people are sniffing around
How
already,
do we
mate.
own Damon? Do we become his management and then we sell him out?
I think we just both become his girlfriends.
Right.
And then we have a say in his life.
Should we start with coffee and cocktails?
Let's start
Yeah,
with that
watch this
and
space.
then get knee deep. Yeah, let's see how it
Okay.
goes. I know you're married, but still, this is important, all right?
Right, that's it for today. Remember to find us on Insta at Laura Summers Lifestyle, at Becky Hayes UK for that Christmas tree giveaway. And we will be back
Tomorrow.
We're doing Christmassy things tomorrow, aren't we?
So exciting, yeah.
Christmas
Have a good
Eve.
day. See you tomorrow.
See ya. Bye.